Hey, welcome back to our 3 at 3 time. I'm really excited to talk a little bit about the topic of anxiety. In this season, I personally have a lot going on. I have a lot to handle, a lot on my plate. I'm experiencing a brand new job. I'm at Crosspoint as a new pastor on staff, and I'm loving it here. And at the same time, in my home life with my fiance, we're planning a wedding. It's a crazy season and preparing for our future and preparing for what's next in our life. And it's so fun. My fiance is also finishing school, and so we're handling all these different things and all these different pieces in our life right now. And we kind of look at the table saying, how can we manage all of these different things? And I think it's easy to take on anxiety. It's easy to take on worry. It's easy to even take on fear when we're faced with so much on our table. And the question I want to ask is what do you turn to in times of anxiety? What do you turn to in times of worry? When you look at your plate, when you look at your table, and it's just full of stuff, and it seems like, man, I don't know how I'm going to face this. I think that's the kind of season we're in right now. I think we're in a season of anxiety, a season of hurry. As a church, as a nation, as an entire world right now, we're in a season of fear. And I ask the question, what do you do in times of anxiety like this? As I look at Scripture and as I look at the life and teachings of Jesus, I cannot help but be reminded of the story of Jesus in Matthew chapter 26. It tells us that Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to them, "Sit here while I go over there and pray." As I look at Scripture and I see Jesus' life over and over again, Jesus continually stops. He continually pauses. And he says in this moment, in moments of anxiety and moments of fear and moments of I don't know what's going to come or I'm fearful of what's coming, he stops in prayer. He stops in prayer over and over and over again. This moment in Matthew 26, Jesus knows what's coming. He knows that his death is in front of him. And in this moment, we see just verses after this, he's sweating so profusely. He's sweating blood. And Jesus in this moment, he doesn't turn to anything else in this world. He leaves his best friends behind in the garden, and he goes by himself on his own, and he turns to the power of prayer. I believe that in this season of fear and anxiety, I believe in this season when a lot's going on and we look at the table and we have so much in front of us, that God is calling us back to prayer. God is calling us to pause. And even in the craziness, saying, can you stop and can you join me in prayer? And so I encourage each and every one of us in this season to not get bogged down by what the world is telling us, but to remember Jesus' life and to learn by Jesus' life and choose prayer over and over and over again. Hey church, thanks for joining us for 3 at 3. We hope to see you tomorrow.